Secretary is providing new information tonight in the case of a former Romulus police chief, his wife, and 5 officers accused of corruption. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Stephen Clark.
And I'm Joanne Purton. The administrative assistant was the first to take the stand in a scandal that cost jobs and could send the 7 people to prison for a long time. 7 Action News reporter Michael Rosenfield has details of day 1.
A secretary takes the stand, a witness for the prosecution against her former boss and former colleagues as the Romulus police scandal heads to court. First up on the witness stand today, Joyce, a longtime administrative assistant at the Romulus Police Department. One of her key duties, keeping track of all the cash that came in from the SIU, Special Investigation Unit. And she testified at today's preliminary hearing. Things started to look suspicious around 2005.
There were the things that stood out to me. There was a lot of money spent on food. There was a lot of money spent at A&A oil change. A lot of money spent on informants or just listed as undercover ops, which I don't even know what that meant.
Several members of the Special Investigation Unit, including Michael St. Andre, who would go on to become the chief of police, are now charged with mishandling tens of thousands of dollars. St. Andre's wife is also charged in the case. Joyce Clay says around 2005 and 2006, she noticed much larger amounts of cash being requested from members of the Special Investigation Unit. Typical checks once cut for $2,500 now became $10,000.
I asked at one point because it just seemed like it really went up and it became very frequent, so I just asked, how could you go through so much money so fast? It didn't make sense to me that $2,500 would last months at first.
Questionable expenses, Clay noticed, included about 70 grand on food over a period of several years.
A lot of Subway, fish bones, some fast food places, some Merriman Street Grill.
St. Andre and 5 detectives face a variety of charges, from embezzlement to misconduct in office. Some are accused of using drug forfeiture money on prostitutes. The former chief is also accused of using about $75,000 to help his wife open up a tanning salon. Clay testified after years of handling the cash, eventually she was cut out of the process, and St. Andre, who had then become deputy police chief, was in charge of all the money. There are so many defendants and attorneys that the preliminary hearing is being held here at the Van Buren Township Hall. The hearing could take 3 weeks, and at that point, the judge will decide if there's enough evidence to take this case to trial. In Van Buren Township, Michael Rosenfield, 7 Action News.
And by the way, Michael tells us the court hearing will resume tomorrow morning at 8:30. It's expected to last several weeks.